Yo! Video games.
So, let me see if we're too loud. Hold on a second. So we came back and we played a pretty healthy amount of Guilty Gear. I'd say I got upwards of about an hour's worth of playtime, at least, on the game. Like a rock solid hour on the new Guilty Gear. There's quite a bit of meter to be built in the game. So most of the time there was bar. Hammerfall break, YRC doesn't work well anymore. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it still works. It's just that is it as effective? Is it as much like a fuck neutral thing as it kind of might have been in the previous game? It's really not. They seem to like limit that. They want to limit that stuff as much as possible is what it felt like. Like Dragon Ball? Nothing like Dragon Ball, no. Arcanum, thank you, dude. Yeah, I agree. YRC should have cost 50% in XR, but that just didn't. How long did the matches last? They were fucking fast. People do damage, man. You get smacked around for a counter hit combo and you get fucked up. Fucked up. But I will say, in a lot of the other Guilty Gear guys that were there playing and people that are big fans of XR and everything like that, everyone was kind of agreeing with the quick analogy I said. It feels like XR and Street Fighter V had a baby. It really does. If you whiff a grab, you're put in counter hit state. Literally exactly what I thought they were going to do.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of shimmies in the game. There's a lot of moments where you're trying to bait something and then you smack them and they're put into a counter hit state. It doesn't sound like that doesn't sound inherently amazing, but it's still really fun. Like it's still absolutely like kind of bonkers and nutty. But it definitely feels like they took a bit of like the neutral game of Street Fighter V and the counter hit states of Street Fighter V and the throws and all that stuff, and they sort of just wanted to ground it. I'm not even saying that's specifically a bad thing because it's still a lot of fun, and I kind of really enjoyed what I was playing. But I'm looking forward to playing more. Like for me, the actual neutral is the fun stuff of Guilty Gear, which is, you know, double jumping, forward dashing, back dashing, messing around, trying to bait things. Hopefully getting someone to like the interactions of Guilty Gear are all still there. It's just that you definitely don't have as many options as XR. You definitely don't. But, goddamn, dude, when things land, they feel chunky. Like Saul, his stand slash is now a punch, and it's close range. You have to do forward slash to get this big move, and it's super slow. Almost all of like Saul's buttons outside of jab are really slow. So it's like, oh, okay, all right. You have to like figure out Saul because he is definitely, you don't have this like nice neutral slash. You have to do crouching slash. It's just a lot different than the previous game. Hey, Kenny. It's very different. How has Kai changed? Incredibly. Like, all the characters that you were sort of doing things in neutral... Oh, thank you. All the things that you were sort of doing things in neutral in, like, the previous game, like, this is what I do with this character, that has changed. That is now just totally different. However, fuck, man, there's some... Like, I played Saul the whole time just because I wanted to get... Like, when I play a fighting game, I like to play, like, the main character because the game sort of revolves... The design elements revolve around the main character. And then things to counter the main character and shit like that. But is it fun? It absolutely is. I had a lot of fun. For example, there's a moment where I landed... Saul's big counter bait move is Crouching Dust, his sweep, right? So you can do sweep and that lands a counter hit. You're like, oh fuck, counter hit, now what do I do? Do big overhead punch, boom, knock their ass down. They go flying into the ground and then they hit the wall. So you do like Fafnir, they hit the wall, bitch wall splats after that. This guy's body has just been tumbling over like it's a fucking tumbleweed. So boom, knock their ass into the wall, crack, hit the wall. Then I just fucking uppercut. Boom, uppercut. I still have my dust. I still have my RC. Pop RC after the uppercut, and then you're floating and they're just spinning in the air again, and then you charge the fucking punch because he no longer has his dive kick. His dive kick turned into dive punch, and you can knock them back down to the ground. It was fucking like, boom, and you knock their ass back down. I'm like, this is fun. There is some very fun shit. I think the RC system opens up for a lot of like super cool stuff. We learned that you can like, if somebody is close enough and they whiff a normal, you RC their ass raw and then punish their normal. Like no shit, if they're within the bubble of RC, you're like sitting there just like throwing out normals, and if they throw out a normal and you just RC them raw, you can punish the shit out of them. You get a full combo. I was like, what the fuck? And then we started doing it to each other. It was weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like the new mechanics. I think actually like the RC system absolutely opens up the game a lot. If the RC system didn't work the way that it does, then I think the game would be in a severe, in a very unpleasant state. But yeah. Yeah, Bandit Bringer is already an Xrd, but now there's Aerial Bandit Bringer, right? So he can like, instead, he doesn't have his dive kick anymore. Like Fireball back with kick is now like a different, like Bandit Bringer. And it felt good. It felt different though, right? All the moves feel different than the previous game. Like they all feel slightly odd. Thoughts on no Gatling? That's definitely the new Gatling system I don't like. That's one thing I'll absolutely say. I do not like about the new game. I do not like how the chain combos work. The Gatling combos do not feel good. Because pretty much, at least with Saul, you get like 2 buttons, and then you just have to figure it out. Do we get any footage? Not yet, no.
Alright, so let me answer some of their questions. They said something about auto combos. No, there are no auto combos.
There's no auto combos.
They do not have that. What I did notice though is that they took away the chain combos.
Yeah, I just literally talked about that.
Yeah.
Just what I was literally talking about. How Gatling combos are not the same. Like if you want to combo jabs, if you want to combo off.
Okay, that's why I was confused.
It's all gone.
Gatling.
Gatling is the name of the combo system in Guilty Gear.
Okay, gotcha. I have no idea what that is.
Air combos, not as much, but there was some. Like I said, I was doing a lot of like Bandit Bringer juggle shit, pushing him into the corner, stuff like that. But no auto combos.
The thing about the thing about chain combos not being there is that after playing it for a little bit, it kind of felt like I didn't need it. Like there was the way that they changed the characters made it useful for when you're using medium to heavy, because you can still chain combos medium to heavy.
Yes, that's about it.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to use lights to mediums to heavies. You can still do a lot of damage with just mediums to heavies, and still technically do the amount of stuff that you're able to do before. But yeah, it's not as combo heavy as you would get.
Xrd BNBs? No, you have to learn new combos. Like that's the thing, is that the combo system and the combo structure is so much different from anything I was watching anyone do with Xrd, that it's a different game. Damn. It is a different game than Xrd.
It is on Switch. Oh, you play default, right, Simmons?
Yeah, I play default.
The thing is, I still found it really fun. Like it's still really fun. You don't launch the enemy, only on counter hit. Yeah, I hope that changes too.
I think the biggest thing that got me was the fucking no aerial recovery. You can't like pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no teching anymore.
No teching again.
And when you hit the ground and you want to tech up, it automatically does it.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that color.
Yeah, I know, that color's awesome.
Tsuneji, thank you.
That looks sick.
I did watch some of when others were playing, yeah. And people were discovering shit, which was nice. Like there was an interesting amount of like, oh, I could do this. Oh wait, I could do this. The game definitely feels like the system itself is not going to be as handholdy as maybe some other fighting games. When I compare it to Grand Blue, this is like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like there's so much mobility. Like the mobility of the game still absolutely is
definitely there. Definitely there.
Did I tick the survey? I didn't take a survey. I played in a private room. That's why we got like a straight hour of just learning what to do. People are saying there's no Oki. I don't know, man. We weren't really looking for Oki. We were trying to see how the game feels.
I was told no.
The game absolutely has Oki, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole point.
There was, I forget, we were talking about some character in specific. I think it was either Kai or Soul.
Oh, fuck.
Specifically one of
you could let that happen.
Yeah, I know, there was like a cool combo. I used to
you can
remember it.
I don't know. I took someone's word for it.
So Oki is just a mix-up.
Right.
That's all it means.
I know.
You have to sacrifice damage to get another combo.
And I don't know if they were talking about Kai or Soul saying they didn't have that anymore.
There was definitely moments where I was watching Kai players, knock them directly into an untechable situation where they have to eat big lightning, right? They have to eat like a bunch of lightning, and then they would jump in, either go for jumping overhead or empty jump low. And that led to another setup. Because I allowed to have footage. We didn't have capture equipment on us, but don't worry, I'll be getting some more footage of the game potentially next week. And actually getting a lot more than at this event, because it was there was like 3 stations and a bunch of media guys were looking. There was the people at the event needed to play to practice for like the stage event, and there was people from Japanese media that the first chance to play the game was actually like here. So yeah. The thing is, there, at least with what I was playing with Saul, there is still some pretty exciting combos with Saul. Do I think that they can open up the system a little bit and like maybe bring back some of the Gatling stuff from old games? Absolutely. I want that. It's still super weird that you can't combo from light attacks to heavier attacks, man. They said insta-kills probably are coming later. Like, one of them said that, right?
Yeah, I was told.
They're just not in the build.
I was told
right
that they're definitely going to be in the game, but they're not in the build. Right?
Yeah, don't worry, insta-kills will be there. I hope insta-kills are integrated into the game more, where you can like combo into them even easier.
With how good the game looks, imagine insta-kills would look pretty freaking awesome.
If they actually put them into gameplay a little bit more than Xrd, where it's like very situational ways you can set up to insta-kill, only if you're at certain health amounts, and like, if it was like final round, final health bar, last 10%, treat it like an ultra combo, I'm cool with that.
What was that, like Android 16 or something like that in Dragon Ball, where it's just like, some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
not.
You got a good color.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what the
I
fuck
got Papa
happened to you?
Smurf.
The hell
I'm
happened to
Papa
you?
Smurf, bitch.
Smurf over
Jeez,
here.
that color.
My
I'ma
concern
smurf
is
you.
Guilty Gear may run into an MK11 situation.
Get over here.
It definitely is a similar situation.
Smurf
However, there's
your
enough happening
ass.
in Guilty Gear that there's a lot of player creativity, right? There's still
Smurf.
my big problem with
I got
MK11 is that it's got a lot of hand-holding. It's got like it specifically like chains you. Like, you're not supposed to do that. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do this.
Smurf.
And right now, the new Guilty Gear feels like there's still enough where it's like we're gonna give you some freedom still. Like, you still have enough freedom with the system to go kind of
It's still
crazy.
Guilty Gear, but it's the most defensively oriented Guilty Gear.
It's a bit more defensive. Yeah.
Like for Guilty Gear.
Yeah, and to be honest, Guilty Gear Xrd was an extremely defensive game because it had a shit ton of defensive options, but the offensive options were so powerful that some of the defensive options were kind of obsolete. You still had to have good defense.
It's just like, it's paced differently. It's definitely not nearly as much of an aerial rave kind of game. Like I said, like the no popping out of the air kind of stuff. Just everything about the game was like, it's like you said, it's short combos. A lot of stuff won't work that a lot of bread and butter kind of stuff you're used to won't work as in it, like that's been working in this game through Xrd. But you do more damage.
Yeah, the damage makes up for the fact that the combos themselves don't do a lot of damage.
Maze Raw Super did like 80%.
Yeah, you get hit by the whale of Maze Super, and Raw, dude, that shit did 60 to 70%. It was insane. I was like, what the fuck?
Was Potemkin?
Our jaws just dropped.
Yeah, it was.
Oh fuck, man.
I got.
Hyperwolf, thank you.
I got grabbed twice by Potemkin, and I was chipped. I died.
I died.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's a game
dead.
you're going to have to play because, from what I'm describing, it definitely seems like a less mechanically intense Guilty Gear Xrd, and it absolutely is. But is it still really fun to play? I think so. I think it's still really damn fun to play.
It is absolutely.
Like, I want to, like, dig into this motherfucker. Like, the only thing that'll keep me from playing it a whole bunch is the goddamn online. And let's hope that gets figured out, because in their survey they did ask people if you would like rollback netcode in the game.
Yeah, everyone.
And it was like, what the fuck?
Anyone who's taking that survey, please answer yes, absolutely.
Yes, without a doubt.
But the fact that they're even doing that is a good sign.
It's a good sign.
The fact that they're if you had no plans to change any of that, you would not put that there, right? You wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
SpongeBob,
if you had no intention.
Ah! God damn, I hate promotions.
It has to be good rollback. Well, that's the thing.
Pop,
Yo, cute
pop,
thing.
Smurf!
Those are arcade stick. Yeah, I'm good.
I want to try to do like the Saul shit. I wanted to go back to the older Guilty Gears because it feels like I kind of want to see like back to Guilty Gear, maybe even X, to see how that feels in comparison to what we were playing.
Yeah, stage transitions was weird. Like
I like the stage transitions.
It's
I
actually,
thought it was cool.
And there's a mechanic behind it. Instead of actually being forced to fight somebody in the corner, you hit them against like an invisible glass wall, and if you break that glass wall, they go
It's a lot like
flying out the
Smash,
other
this
side.
Terry thing.
And you're able to go back to neutral. So the idea is that you stop the character from either getting stuck in the corner or you want to bring him back into neutral.
Yeah.
And it's pretty nutty how they
He
designed
changed
around
the
it.
buttons. So.
Yes, I did.
I think
Oh
Max
my
and,
god!
Oh god. I thought Max and Steve almost
Just go
play
to-
similar.
Go to default. Or not. Default's on the bottom.
Are you going to a thing on Wednesday, Max?
Thing?
Yeah.
Where?
Thing on Wednesday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what time are you going?
I think at 1.
Yeah, I tried to get the last time.
Yeah, I
just in case.
tried to get the earliest time so not to be in fucking traffic.
Yeah,
Thank you, I forgot about that.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. I'll text you the day of.
Yeah, Chip is actually a lot of fun.
There we go.
Like
Punch, kick,
he's a lot
slap,
different.
heavy slap.
He lost his teleport. Chip has no teleport.
Damn.
So they got rid of that. His projectile doesn't track you anymore. It just drops you. His super also, which is what I saw from the trailer, his super doesn't really connect to anything. Or not his super, his command grab doesn't connect to anything. But they changed the way he plays mechanically, so you do get a chance to do other combos. He can't teleport because of how thick he is. Yeah.
Got them hammer pants now.
Yeah, he's definitely doing the hammer thing. I don't know if he can still disappear, but I don't think a lot of people use that mechanic anyway. He's still got his weird little ninja star, which is kind of cool.
Nope. Oh, I forgot I had that.
No. So the difference between
You
him
have
not
no
having
life.
and teleport is
No,
the fact that
that's fine.
when he has his low slide zippy dippy, and then he comes back with the elbow stab, that's gone. Now he has the zippy dippy, and he has another zippy dippy. So he's zipping and he's dipping and he's flipping and he's and tripping all over the place.
Excuse me?
And the character kind of moves around like Zero from MVCI or MVC3. The character is absolutely nuts when it comes to mobility now, because he can, instead of comboing into his Rekka, his fire punches, he can do a combo into his zippy dippy, completely confuse the other character, and then if you catch him in the corner, you can do a combo after the zippy dippy, then do a flippy zippy off of the trippy whippy zippy.
But
it's
can you zip
nuts.
that?
How to be taken
zippy?
seriously, 101.
Yeah, it is
Well,
nuts.
does the stage transition change how corner works in the game? Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah, completely.
Because now you actually have a choice. If you've got someone knocked into the corner, you can choose to combo them and smash them into a stage
Holy
transition.
shit.
Oh, come on!
Or
How the hell did you? Oh, you still
Or
have a
you
little
can
bit
let
of fucking
them-
life.
Yeah.
you let them smack the wall and not follow up on it, so you can keep them in the
Let's see,
corner.
I think this
Keep
should have
them-
my boy in it.
Keep them
Dang.
pressured in the corner,
That really
or you
does
can
look like
build
Midnight.
meter and knock them through.
That
There's
really
mechanics, at least, to the corner game.
Yeah, the gimmick is that, like, for example, with Saul,
There's my boy.
what we found out really fucking
notice how
fast
skinny
was
he
that
was in
you
your
could do
ear. Holy
4
shit.
Fafnirs in the corner,
Look how
and it
skinny
did
he is.
65%
Look
damage.
at that.
Yeah.
So I would be fishing for throws in the corner and just Fafnir, stage transition.
What was it, Max? You
You heard me?
Okay.
I did it a lot.
Oh, you did.
You know what? It's not November, but I did a lot of fat.
Why did you ever get a meter position?
That's disgusting.
Well,
Kenny.
Fuck it,
one
bro.
thing that you can do is you can combo
I don't remember how to play Angie Mito.
someone real hard in the corner. So like Max saying, like 65%. Like you could, you got someone just smacked into the corner. Oh, let me follow that up with a whole bunch of corner hits and into the stage transition, because I'm going to maximize the shit out of that combo and get a chunk of their goddamn life meter gone.
I don't remember how to play him. I just remember this is my character. That was not a grappler. I'm gonna get wrecked. But
I don't
this is
thank
my
you.
boy.
You're gonna learn.
I'm gonna learn. Fuck. God damn. Okay. Okay. All right, I haven't played Angie since this game, chat. Okay, sorry. Have a butterfly.
And he's cool. I'd like to see him brought back.
Fuck yeah, he's cool.
I
mean, fuck.
I don't know
Flame.
how I feel about Milla coming back. Because at first I was like, how could they not announce my character? She's like a mainstay. Then I played the game and I'm like,
One more time.
maybe she's not coming back. Maybe, or if she does, she's going to be so different.
Yeah.
Things will be different. Yeah, you're not going to have.
So part of me is almost like, I wonder if they just won't put her in because her playstyle just doesn't really fucking.
Whoa.
She needs to have her chain combos.
God damn, I have these ugly colors.
Yeah, like a lot of her.
But it could be exciting to like see a completely re-envisioned version. I don't know.
And I honestly felt like Chip wasn't completely different. It was just like a lot of his moves. The thing is that they didn't, and this is what I said to Max before, is that they didn't really give the characters new moves.
New moves. They seem to take away stuff.
They changed the way the original moves were applied.
They changed the properties.
Yeah, they changed the properties of their original moves, and that's why I was talking about Chip's Flippy Dippy, or Zippy Flippy, because it actually is completely different. Like I said, it's like Zero's Zap now. And you can combo off of it. So there's a lot of crazy stuff you'd be able to probably get away with using the old moves and changing the way that they assault the other characters, which would be kind of cool if you really start to learn it in that different way. It's like relearning your old character again, even though he still technically has the same moves. You can, in theory, still use a lot of the same combos. You just you have to start thinking about. You have to start thinking about shortening your combos, that's all.
A little bit. Well, the thing is, the shortening of the combos kind of comes naturally just because the possibilities aren't there as much.
Yeah, they're just not there. So you have to start thinking about just shortening your combos. But it doesn't matter because you get a lot of damage off of those combos anyway, so if you get a short combo and figure out a way to make it, to like reinvent it slightly, you probably get a lot of damage. Yes. Chip's clones were a big part of his gameplay. His clone is still there, but it doesn't trap you anymore. So you have to, so like I was saying, you have to reinvent how you're going to start using his clones and using his projectile clones and getting in. Because it's still there, they just changed the properties of it. So just think of it like that.
Trying to get into Guilty Gear, when we start, just wait for the new one.
Yeah, well, you know what? Play some of these old ones. Yeah. Play some of the old ones.
You can, but like the new one's so different.
I know it's different, but at least you just get like acclimated a little bit, and then you'll get started with the new one, which is great because it'll be.
Well, you might be trying, yeah, but there's so much stuff to learn in the old one that you're not gonna need to know in the new one now.
I never heard of the clones taking damage. If they do,
like you may overlearn
I haven't seen it yet. Different kind of creativity, less creativity. I would say it is less creativity, just in the fact that the combos don't connect the same way they used to. But I still felt that I was creating combos off the top of my head. They were just not as extravagant as the original. But I was still doing pretty good damage off of the stuff that I was just coming up with. And that's what makes you want to continue playing a game. Like,
yeah, you feel like you're coming up with shit.
You're coming up with stuff on your own, you know?
That's why Steve fell in love with Power Rangers.
Yeah, even yesterday I was it yesterday?
I don't know,
I think you were playing Power Rangers.
Yes, I'd say Guilty Gear is
God damn.
beginner-friendly game, I guess.
Guilty Gear? Definitely not.
No.
Definitely.
Look, if you want a beginner-friendly game, play Grand Blue. The Arc System game.
Damn, good shit.
Grand Blue Versus.
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
That is a beginner game.
I was gonna say, like, a beginner game usually has auto combos involved in some way, shape, or form. This game has no auto combos. So I consider that to be a good thing. They didn't try to go down the trope of using
I mean, the
auto
thing is,
combos
like,
and stuff like
look,
that.
I think why they didn't because it's Guilty Gear and not Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is a universally loved, like, anime. Like, everybody loves Dragon Ball.
But I would say the same thing with the
weed 'em out.
UMVC, MVCI.
Oh, they're kind of
That's a
wrong.
universally loved series and a franchise, and they just throw in friggin' auto combos.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's
it's how it's
better
implemented.
That's
It's how
why.
it's implemented.
But like this game, it's like, you know, you're not going to get an average Joe buying this game. You're not going to get some guy at your office,
Gyro beginner
oh my
friendly?
god,
Fuck
who's
no.
very casual at fighting games. He's not going to be like, oh my god, I need Guilty Gear. But when Dragon Ball came out, all these just people who love Dragon Ball, who are not fighting game players, like, I gotta get that game.
Yeah.
I really gotta get that game because they love Dragon Ball. Because
Yes, Dragon Ball Fighter does have some hard-ass combos, but that's later on in the game
Yeah.
when you really start learning the characters.
not everyone likes Dragon Ball. I mean, you're just wrong if you don't. That's okay. You're just fine. It's fine. If you don't like it, hey, it's good to be wrong. Sometimes people are wrong. Yes, in general, bro, please. I'm saying every one of you likes it. You hear me, chat? And if you don't like it, you're banned. Please.
You're buying. You're buying.
You're wrong. I'll ban all of you.
That's a name. That's a word. Heckling wrongers. They're wrongers.
Wrongers.
Yeah.
That's probably Australian. Oh, you're wrongus. Bruh. You don't even like Dragon Ball? You're wrongus, bruh. You're wrongus, mate.
Funny.
Everyone loves Dragon Ball.
No, I don't love Dragon Ball.
Oh,
Hey, you're wrongus.
I don't care.
Yeah? Well, I care. You're
Did you see what
wrongus.
they did to my boy Beerus in that game?
Oh, that's. I'm talking about the. I'm talking about the anime. He got better, actually.
Oh!
Oi.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the game.
I'm talking about the anime. Wrongus.
Oh. I don't really care about the
Oh
anime.
God, lingering
Well, you're
bitch.
wrongus.
Yeah, I said it. I don't really care about the anime that much either.
He's wrongus.
Don't care.
I remember, like.
Oh my god. Bro, even Johnny's skinny in this version too.
Everybody's skinny in this.
Everybody's
whole game.
skinny in this. Holy
Everyone
crap.
became you forget how much everyone became a beefcake in XR.
XR. God damn. Except for Chip, until now.
Dude, he's
Chip
skinny,
remains
but dude,
skinny.
he's ripped.
Did
Yeah,
they buff
Chip-
Beerus in the game? That's awesome.
Yeah,
they did.
Chip
Happy
remains
to hear
skinny
it.
all the way up until this new
I asked
one.
like there, and he's like, "Well, he's better, but he's still."
Bro,
he's like, he's
Frieza.
still not gonna play him.
But bro, Frieza, my favorite villain is Frieza. He's kind of
He was amazing in that game.
no.
It was at the start. Fucking Light Arrow still.
I did put up my review. I got 2 reviews for the Mandalorian.
Yeah, his name is no longer Chip Zana. It's now Rip Zana.
Rip Xana.
Yeah.
Chapter 1 and 2 reviews on the YouTube page.
Saul lacks that move anymore.
Yeah, they took that shit away.
This thing, he doesn't have
Oh,
this.
spoiler mode review and a mouse spoiler.
For what?
Oh shit, 2.
For what?
And 1.
Also,
Oh man, it's in the thing. We do it. I just did it YoVideoGames style, where the first half is non-spoiler and the second half.
Yeah, that's what I was out. Yeah, that's what. God, I tried to do my special move on. It's not working. That's the one thing that we were saying. How like things are kind of simpler a bit, but then like a lot of the supers are still like the weird pretzel motions.
Yep. Dude, there's one thing they could have made simpler in Guilty Gear. It was the goddamn super motions.
Yeah, man, fucking, dude, that's the thing for me. But like SNK with like mixed with other shit. I'm like, bro, make it simple, man. I don't get it.
Oh Jesus!
Did you see it already, Simmons?
No, I know.
I'll just say you're my son.
Oh my God!
I'll say you're my son and share
Hilarious.
the code with you.
Because that's a cool super, but the motion for that super is back, like hurricane back to a half circle forward, like.
Yep. It's
Some people have
weird
these
how like
ones.
if they could have made the supers like fireball motion with 2 attacks and have been fine. But for some reason the supers are still like half circle back forwards. I'm like, I don't mind these, but that's absolutely something you could have been like, hey, these super motions are a little wonky.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind the pretzels, but it's weird. It's like some of the supers aren't that cinematic in the game. Like Saul's is kind of lame.
Yeah, it's called. It's just
Yeah,
big punch.
Saul's is actually very bad. Like, it's actually worse
I'll punch hard.
Saul's is actually worse than XR, to be honest, Chad. Like,
Damn.
but Chip, they upgraded the fuck out of his super, and both supers are actually way more cinematic than they were before. And even in XR, his actually it's not even a pretzel motion. It's just 2 quarter circle forwards with a punch.
Some people have that.
He has a Russian combo, and it's just him punching you a lot. This one, all of his clones come out. They beat the shit out of you. They smack you around. You get knocked on the ground, and then he has advantage after that. So the character definitely got an upgrade on that.
So he's mega rushdown heavy.
The thing that made him rushdown heavy in XR though was the fact that he was able to just teleport anywhere in front of you. He could teleport behind you, in front of you, wherever you wanted, and gave him so much rushdown ability. That's all. But his Zippy Dippy is, in my opinion, the move that allows him to teleport around you because it's so fast. It's damn near unreactable, chat. You better be faultless blocking when somebody starts throwing that shit around. And guess what? His Zippy Dippy now is pretty damn safe. Also, Chips, both his super, the quarter circle forward one is actually pretty safe. So they, again, a lot of weird choices that they're giving the characters, and it seems to work for the game as of right now.
How many of you guys want Dizzy back?
Yeah, she is the epitome of a Zilver character. And she does it very well.
Take it or leave
Look
it.
at the chat with like
Testament or bust.
bro. Look at the way she looks, bro. I don't even care how she plays. Look at her.
I thought her wings were cool.
She has a tail. I mean, she's a furry, confirmed.
Here and that.
Ooh, that tail is hot. Randomly.